Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to share with you how can we make use of AI to train ourselves on group discussions. So I have a 3-step process, and if we follow this step by step, we can definitely train ourselves with the help of AI. We can make our arguments better, and we can sound sensible in a group discussion. Generally, in any chatbot, for example, ChatGPT, we go and type start a debate. Why do I say debate? Because that is the starting point of improving our argumentative skills. So first I'm going to improve my debating skills. So when you go and type in any chatbot, start a debate. For example, I'm typing here, start a debate between you and me on whether astrology is a boon or a bane. So when we give this command, usually when we give this prompt, we see that the chatbot is giving us a lot of things. So it is taking a position like astrology is a bane. That is the position ChatGPT is taking, and it wants me to take the turn astrology is a boon, and it is also helping me to generate responses. But you know what? I don't like this kind of approach because it spoils my spontaneity. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to opt to this option where we have endless. It is really very hard to go through all this content and process all this and give our answers. So what I will do is, there is a plugin called as group discussion grader. There is a plugin called as group discussion grader, and I'm going to go inside that plugin, inside the group discussion grader, to train myself in debating skills. So my step 1 process is to train myself in debate. For this, I have prepared a prompt. Means I want the ChatGPT to just counter my points and have a real kind of GD. So I prepared a prompt on it. Act as a strict debate opponent, give me a topic and ask me to choose a side. Once I respond, continuously challenge my arguments with counterpoints and questions. Do not give feedback or analysis during the debate. This is very important. Keep the interaction fast and realistic. After 3 or 4 rounds, declare a winner and then give a concise evaluation of my performance, focusing on clarity, logic, and ability to defend my stance. So I want continuous and spontaneous debating, like how we have in real time. So each time ChatGPT should not be guiding me. So that's how we maintain interest. So I'm giving this ChatGPT has given me this topic: social media does more harm than good to society. It's asking me to take turns, agree or disagree. So I said just agree. So it has given me a point here. So I'm giving my point. Social media is influencing people of all ages. That influence is deniable, but more than the benefits, it is causing a lot of harms, like lot of harmful effects, like wasting time, affecting human psychology, and manipulating people. Again, it is giving me like real time person. See how it is defending itself. Influence isn't inherently negative, and wasting time is subjective. It is each and every point of me is shattered. So again, I need to think of something new. So I'm thinking of something new and typing and try to defend my point. So chatbot has given me this topic on social media influence. So it has taken this side, and I am typing an answer, or I am typing my own argument here. After that, see how it is defending like a real person. Each one of my point is being shattered. See that? Influence, I've told about influence, I've talked about wasting money, human psychology, and manipulating people, and each one of my point is shattered by ChatGPT. And now I'm going to think of something else to defend my point. So I'm doing that. So I'm going to give a new point by telling that children are distracted. I talked about this ice bucket challenge and all these things to bringing the harmful effects of social media. Again my point is being analyzed, and it is again given counters. It is counter argued. I keep arguing with my point. So I said that face-to-face relationship is better in social media. So I've expanded on that line. Again, it has shattered my point, saying that it is an idealized assumption, and the result has come. It is that the chat GPT has won. See, and here is what we need to note. Your arguments had a clear stance. It's about me. But they relied heavily on generalizations and emotional claims rather than evidence. You identified relevant concerns, yes, of course, but didn't quantify their impact or effectively compare them against benefits. So, when challenged, you shifted to ideal scenarios instead of defending your claims with logics or example. To improve, focus on specific evidence, avoid exaggeration, and directly address counter arguments rather than restating your position. So it is asking me to address my counter arguments than to stick on to my position. So this is how I can train myself in debating skills. Okay, so you can try out different topics based on this. So you can choose your own topic. You can say, give me let us debate about a philosophical topic, let us debate about a controversial topic. See, I've done one more, like artificial intelligence will do more harm than good to human employment. You can choose your own topics again, and still chatbot will help argue and also improvise your arguing skills. So why do I use this plugin? If I use this plugin, it is better. The results are better when I use this plugin, and the prompt is very important. Otherwise, at each step, it is going to tell you your response, your challenge, and all these kind of stuff. So you better use the plugin, or even in ChatGPT, normal ChatGPT, you can use it, but make sure to use the prompt. So first step is over, where you train yourself in your debating skills, in how you can argue and how you can assert, how you can improve your assertive skill, how you can stand on a point and defend yourself. All this you can understand with the help of this debating practice to improve your GD. You can keep practicing by giving spontaneous reactions. Instead of typing in your reaction, you can just give your voice note. That way it would be more spontaneous. For the second and third rounds, you can go click on the voice note, and you can just speak over your thoughts. You can read it and you can speak over your thoughts based on the topic. You can agree or disagree, take sides, and you can give your perspective. By that way, you can train yourself on generating spontaneous responses. So this is how you can train yourself in your debating skills. So let us move on to the second step of improving our group discussion skills. So our second step is the art of generating responses in a group discussion. So that we are going to improve in our second step. For example, how I'm going to train myself is, after each participant gives a perspective, I'm going to respond to that perspective like a GD. But in GD, we don't respond to each and every person, right? But now I'm going to train myself to respond to every perspective. So for this, I've generated a prompt where 4 participants will participate in a group discussion. And after every participant, I will give the reply. So 4 participants, that is including me, Aman, Ria, Kabir, and me, for example. And I've given the prompt here. So after each one's perspective, I will give my own point of view. So this is how I'm going to train myself in step 2. Okay. So artificial intelligence will replace human jobs in future. So this is the topic. Now Aman is going to agree with it. Ria is going to strongly disagree. Kabir is going to give a balanced view. Now the chatbot has given the choice to me. It has not given me any choice. I need to either agree or disagree or go with balanced view. Now, after each person has given the point of view, you must respond after them. Okay, after each person has given the point of view, you need to respond to it. You need to stick on to your point. You have not yet fixed. Okay, so now Aman has started the discussion. See that AI is already replacing jobs at a rapid speed. So Aman has given his point here. After that, I am responding to Aman here. I'm just saying AI is not really a threat. Our technology is evolving and it is not a bad thing to evolve with it. So I am just supporting the point that AI is not going to replace human beings. Then again, Ria is giving her point. Just see. Is just a tool, not a replacement. So what am I going to respond to Ria? So I am again responding, yeah, that's true. The nature of work is going to differ. We should equip ourselves for it. I am not fantasizing the future jobs, but with the assistance of AI, our jobs could be easy and efficient. And here comes the third person in our group discussion, who is Kabir. Kabir is saying that I'm being we are being slightly optimistic, and there is a transition problem. He is giving his point of view, and I have to respond to Kabir again. See, when there is a change that is necessary and part of our survival, we will definitely adapt. So I'm just giving my point of view here. Again, Aman had started. Aman had given his point of view for the second round. And see there, round ends, and see how I have done. You stayed consistent with your stance. You built on others' point instead of repeating. You had good use of real life examples. So these are my plus points. And what you should improve. Your responses were a bit general and safe. You didn't challenge others strongly. You need sharper lines. So overall, my rating is given. I am clearly improving. You sound more natural and involved. So that is really good. So this is my step 2, where I'm making the chatbot to help me, train me in responding skill. So after each person's perspective is given, I'm responding to that perspective. This will really help me in group discussion. Now, we can practice this again with the help of voice note. When it is a response, I think the response should be more spontaneous and natural if you do it on the voice note. When it is your turn to respond, just click on the voice note and you can respond it through it. Now let us move on to the step 3 of our group discussion training process with the help of AI. Step 3 process is like a real GD, okay, where you have 4 participants and you can step in any time you want, give your point of view. So here again I've given a prompt and I've started my GD. Should college education be made completely free? This is the topic, very interesting topic. So there are 4 participants, Arjun, Sneha, Vikram and me. So Arjun is strongly supporting free education, Sneha is against free education, and Vikram has a balanced point of view. And what stance I'm going to take, ChatGPT has given it open choice. Now Arjun has started the discussion. So free education is essential for equality. Many talented students can't afford college. So Arjun is supporting free education. And Sneha is saying that is an ideal situation. Who is going to pay for it? It is not possible with the help of that the government will not be able to provide for them. And Vikram is also supporting. I think both of you are missing the nuance because Vikram is presenting a balanced point of view here. So Vikram is saying that education shouldn't be completely free for everyone. Instead, it should be free for those who truly need it. So that kind of a approach, balanced approach for Vikram. And again, Arjun is giving the point and Sneha is giving the point. So it's my turn now. I need to jump in now. So I'm giving my point clearly. Education should be made free. It is possible to implement free education. Some countries have already shown us examples. We can frame clear-cut policies and taxes and plan our budget accordingly. To start with, we can at least encourage the education of post-graduation students and make their tuition fees free. By step implementation, it is possible to have free college education. So this is my point, and Sneha is saying I'm just oversimplifying these things. This is how you really get attacked in a GD. People don't accept with you, that is true. So again the group discussion continues, and I also continue with my point. So I am giving my point here. Again, it is they are validating it, and in the last, and the chatbot is telling me now you have to, and your move is to challenge someone directly. So I've used the name here. I like to differ from Sneha. So you need to remember the names in a group discussion. So I'm not giving any vague point here. So I've given the country names who have implemented this free education, and I'm giving the examples, solid examples. So how can the nuances of how can we generate income for the nation to implement free education system. And Sneha again is attacking me with her point, and Vikram is also attacking, but Arjun is supporting me since we are on the same side. Now chat GPT is asking me, give a sharp, decisive final point. So I say start somewhere. That is my slogan. I want to insist that every time. So after hearing all my arguments, see that this is the overall impression. You were consistent, composed, and engaged throughout, but your impact was moderate. It was not dominant. So you are not dominating the group discussion. That is the judgment given. See the scores there: confidence, clarity, assertiveness, and impact. Here assertiveness is what I lack, and I need to improve on it. The verdict is you were a stable contributor. So that is a good thing, but I can train myself in group discussion skills with the help of ChatGPT. Once you train yourself like this with the help of AI, your real debating skills or your assertive skills will really improve. You can go with your peer groups or your friends to go on with practicing sessions based on these topics. So it is really helpful to improve your group discussion skills. The prompts for these steps, like step 1 is on improving the debating skills, and step 2 is on improving your responding skill, and step 3 is improving your GD skills. So all these steps, the prompts for all these steps are given in the description. You can make use of it. You can also use the plugin, or you can use the normal ChatGPT, but sometimes the results might be different, and that time you need to remind ChatGPT to not give any other extra content other than the counter arguments, and the judgment needs to be the evaluation needs to be only at the end. I hope this video was useful to you. If you find it useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.